What's up, people of the internet? My name is Dabacab, and today we have two leaked cards to go over, so stay tuned. So we've got two new leaked cards. These cards were accidentally leaked by Stan Sifka in a video that he very quickly took down, but the internet is forever. So once it's out to stay. So we got two new cards, and I'm really sorry about the quality on these. The artwork, not the artwork, the resolution is awful because they're screen caps. They're not like proper releases. So I'm really sorry about the super low resolution cards. But when it comes to leaks, beggars can't be choosers, so this is kind of what we're stuck with. Anyways, starting things off, we have At Any Cost. This is a 3-cost blue spell that reads deals 6 damage to every unit. The thing you have to worry about, of course, is that this is going to hit your units as well as the enemy units. And since you're in blue, there's a good chance your hero won't survive because blue heroes are just so damn squishy. But the thing about blue is that they need to be able to wipe the board and slow down combat so they can get to the late game and get their really powerful cards into play. So you might actually need to play this even though it does wipe your own boards. So essentially what this card is a low cost, cheaper version of Annihilation. Annihilation at 6 mana does the job much more effectively. It wipes all units, doesn't matter how much health they have. Tidehunter with 1,000 armor, 1,000 health, it doesn't make any difference. He is going down. At Any Cost is a card that you can play on turn 1. The question is, do you want to play it on turn 1? I mean, the best case scenario I could see is if the enemy lane gets 2 melee creeps into it. So you've got your hero by himself with no melee creeps, the enemy with 2 melee creeps plus a hero. So you have a natural advantage and you just play this, you deal 6 damage to everything, you kill both their melee creeps, get 2 gold, and maybe your hero survives, maybe he doesn't, I don't know. But the point is you take out more of the enemy's resources than you take out of your own. The issue with this card though is that its cheapness isn't really an advantage because one of the big appeals of 3 mana spells, 3 mana cards in general, is that you can play them on turn 1. And in turn 1, you're not really losing so badly that you need to wipe the board. In general, with big AoE cards, what you want to do is wait until the enemy invests heavily in a lane. Then once they've spent a lot of cards building up a lane, then you drop the big AoE spell. So in turn 1, it might be a little bit too soon to really play a card like this. But I guess there are enough cheap early game cards like, Dimensional Portal. Granted, that's 1 turn later, but I mean, Annihilation is turn 6, so by then it might be too late. So there is definite potential here. It's just, I don't know if you're really going to need to play it on turn 1. So it kind of begs the question, wouldn't you be better suited with like a 4-cost or a 5-cost spell instead? Because by then, that's when you're actually going to start looking at playing one of these huge AoE cards. All right, next up is Incarnation of Selemene. This is a 9-cost blue creep with 3 attack and 11 health, and the ability that reads fully restore your tower's mana after you play any card. So essentially what that means is that if you have one of these cards in a lane, all of your cards are free. Of course, you have to have enough cards, and you have to have enough mana to be able to play your cards. If you have 9 mana, you can't play a 10 mana card, of course. But if you have 9 mana and you have a 9 mana card, you play that 9 mana card for free because right after you play it, you get all of your mana back. So this is just insane wombo combo potential because it's essentially infinite mana. I mean, there aren't many cards that cost more than 9. Bolt of Damocles is one. Past that, not much else. So you play this out and you can dump your entire hand potentially to completely wipe out the enemy. One really crazy combo with this is Storm Spirit. If you're running blue-black, Storm Spirit gets stronger every time you play a black spell. So you play this onto the board, you play a black spell, get your mana back. Play a black spell, get your mana back. Black spell, black spell, black spell, black spell. Well, I guess it doesn't need to be a spell, just black cards. You just play tons and tons of black cards along with other, buffing cards and just swing in for massive, insane amounts of damage. So I could see this being a pretty popular card for wombo combo decks, potentially competing even with Aghanim Sanctum, because I mean, Aghanim Sanctum just doubles your mana. It doesn't potentially, allow you to cast infinite. So this is way more useful, way higher power. And of course, on top of that, it's also a body. I mean, 311 is pretty resilient. That's almost like hero level stats, I guess like a blue hero with like a cloak or something. So, it can block a hit, maybe even a hero hit by that late in the game. because I mean, sometimes you just need a body blocker. So you kind of get 2-in-1 value. Of course, the issue is it makes it a little bit more vulnerable to enemy removal. I really like this card. This card's super, super cool. It feels very much like a blue color card, a blue color effect. Blue really likes replenishing mana, and this does it in spades. So it's just a cool card. I can't wait to play with it. I think you can do some really cool combos with it, and I'm very interested to see if it's a powerful card. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And speaking of comments, I believe I have a beta key to give away. So a few days ago, I had a contest where people had to write down the lyrics of the Play Artifact song, and the winner of this giveaway is Aostrel. I don't know how to pronounce that. Aostrel. For writing down what I found to be very, very accurate lyrics. I mean, I can't really disagree with it. Plus, I mean, the Baba Yetu reference, you can't really fault a guy for that. So congratulations, Airstraw. I will reach out to you after I publish this video and hook you up with your beta key. Congratulations. So that's it for today. If you have any news to share about Artifact, hit up my Discord. You can find the link in the descriptions. At me with the news, and I will feature you in the next video and shout you out for giving me the hot tip about the news. So thank you so much for watching. Dabacap out.